Lena, Raj, Mia, and Tommy were buzzing with excitement as they arrived at the space center. It was a bright morning, and the sun shone down on the enormous building with its tall rocket models and shiny spaceships displayed outside. "Wow! Look at that rocket," exclaimed Raj, pointing to a towering rocket that looked ready to blast off. A friendly guide greeted them at the entrance. "Welcome, Star Explorers. Today, you're going to learn all about space, astronauts, and maybe even plan your own space mission." The children could hardly contain their excitement as they entered the main hall. The walls were covered with pictures of astronauts, planets, and galaxies far, far away. There was even a giant globe of the Earth that slowly spun, showing all the different countries. "Let's start by meeting some real astronauts," the guide said, leading them to a room filled with spacesuits and models of space shuttles. In the room, the children met two astronauts, Commander Harris and Engineer Lopez. They wore bright orange spacesuits that looked both tough and flexible. Their helmets were huge, with clear visors that allowed the astronauts to see everything around them while keeping them safe from the vacuum of space. "Hello, young explorers." Commander Harris greeted them with a big smile. "These suits are specially designed to protect us in space. They keep us warm in the freezing cold and cool when it's hot. They even provide oxygen so we can breathe." Mia raised her hand. "What are those patches on your suit?" Engineer Lopez explained, "These patches represent the missions we've been on and the countries we've worked with. Every astronaut wears their mission patches proudly. It's like a badge of honor." The children were amazed by how prepared the astronauts had to be. They learned that every part of the spacesuit was carefully designed to ensure the astronauts' safety in the harsh conditions of space. Next, the guide took them to the spacecraft exhibit. There was a real-life space shuttle that astronauts used to fly into space. The shuttle was large and looked like a giant airplane, but it was much more powerful. "Climb aboard," the guide invited them. Inside, the children saw the control panels filled with buttons, levers, and screens. It looked like something out of a sci-fi movie. "This is where astronauts sit during launch," the guide explained. "They have to be strapped in tightly because the force of the rocket taking off is so strong." Tommy imagined himself in the pilot's seat, soaring through space. "Do they get to see outer space from here?" "Absolutely," the guide replied. "Once they're in space, astronauts can look out of the windows and see the Earth, the stars, and sometimes even other planets." The children were thrilled by the idea of floating in space, seeing the Earth as a blue and white ball beneath them. In the final part of their visit, the guide gathered the children in a room filled with maps of the solar system, models of planets, and a big screen showing different space missions. "Now it's your turn to plan a mission," the guide announced. The children huddled together, thinking hard about where they would go and what they would do. "I want to explore Mars," Lena said excitedly. "We could see if there's any water or maybe even life." Raj suggested, "How about visiting an asteroid? We could collect rocks and learn more about how the solar system was formed." Mia wanted to go to the moon. "We could build a base there and use it to launch missions even farther into space." Tommy had a different idea. "What if we went to a distant star? We could be the first humans to explore another solar system." The guide helped them combine their ideas into one big mission. "How about you explore the moon first, then Mars, and use the asteroid for a refueling stop? That way, you'll be able to go farther than anyone has before,